The universe operates according to a set of unchanging and universal laws, guiding us toward greater wisdom and fulfillment. These laws are not human-made and are not limited by time or location. They are cosmic laws that shape our past, present, and future. Exploring these laws leads to transformation and insight, not just information or knowledge. Two of these laws are: 1. The law of divine oneness. This law emphasizes the interconnectedness of all people and their connection to a powerful divine force. Every action, thought, and word sends a signal throughout the universe, affecting everything. Understanding this law leads to the realization that acts of love, kindness, and compassion are the most logical responses to all interactions, reflecting the golden rule: treat others as you would like to be treated. 2. The law of vibration. Everything in the universe operates at its own unique frequency or vibration. To manifest desires, one must match their vibration to that of the desired thing. Understanding this law shifts our perspective on our identity and place in the world. 3. The law of correspondence. The law of correspondence reveals that our internal thoughts and states of mind directly influence our external environment. It proclaims, as within, so without, imparting the empowering knowledge that we are the creators of our own reality. 4. The law of attraction. The law of attraction posits that similar energies attract each other. Whatever we focus on, more of it will manifest in our lives. This law teaches us the necessity of having faith to attract our desires, requiring us to align our thoughts and emotions with our aspirations. 5. The law of inspired action. While visualization and alignment with our goals are crucial, the law of inspired action emphasizes that real change occurs only when we take inspired action toward our goals with joy and enthusiasm. It serves as the bridge between our thoughts and the world around us. 6. The law of transmutation of energy. This law underscores the concept that everything is composed of energy, and energy can only change forms. Our mental and emotional processes directly give rise to the creation of things, urging us to adopt positive thoughts and feelings to bring about favorable outcomes. 7. The law of cause and effect. Also known as the law of karma, this principle asserts that we receive exactly what we put out into the world. There is purpose behind every occurrence, and we inevitably reap what we sow. Understanding this law grants us the ability to alter the causes we set into motion. 8. The law of reciprocity. In accordance with the law of reciprocity, the rewards we receive are directly linked to the value we contribute to others. This extends beyond material possessions and encompasses intangible qualities such as love, kindness, joy, and peace. 9. The law of perspective. The law of perspective teaches us that nothing is inherently good or bad, it is our perception that determines the nature of things. It encourages us to view events from a broader perspective and refrain from categorizing everything around us. 10. The law of duality. The law of duality asserts that every entity has an opposite counterpart. It illustrates that even in the most challenging times, there exists the potential to rediscover light. Opportunities for growth can be found within our most formidable trials. 11. The law of harmony. The law of harmony conveys the idea that everything in the universe adheres to a specific rhythm or cycle. Understanding this law enables us to navigate through chaos by exercising patience and allowing natural development at its own pace. 12. The law of balance. The law of balance emphasizes the importance of maintaining a healthy equilibrium between masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and throughout the universe. It encourages acceptance of all aspects of our being, fostering personal growth and wholeness. In summary, these timeless principles represent universal laws that the most enlightened individuals have always instinctively comprehended and used to guide their lives. Aligning ourselves with these laws allows us to harmonize with the energy of the universe, leading to greater satisfaction and harmony in our lives. By gaining an Understanding of these laws and integrating them into our daily lives, we can undergo profound personal transformation, ultimately leading to enhanced understanding, fulfillment, and alignment with the natural order of the universe. These universal laws serve as a sacred blueprint, a hidden code underlying all that exists or will ever exist, and are particularly crucial in a world often characterized by chaos and confusion. Embracing these laws can illuminate our current circumstances, shape our future, and set us on the path toward a more enlightened and fulfilling life. The concept of, "you reap what you sow," is a familiar spiritual law that has been expressed in various ways, such as, "what goes around, comes around," or "you get out what you put in." However, the essence of the message remains consistent across these different expressions. In the book of Galatians, the Apostle Paul was inspired to convey this principle: "Do not be deceived, God is not mocked, for whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." This sentiment is echoed in the words of one of Job's friends, who observed that those who engage in wrongdoing and create trouble will ultimately face the consequences of their actions. Similarly, through the prophet Hosea, God admonished Israel to sow righteousness in order to reap mercy, emphasizing the correlation between our actions and their outcomes. While it may be tempting to envision a punitive deity waiting to mete out punishment for our mistakes, the reality is that we often bring about our own consequences. The laws established by God are not arbitrary but rather serve to shield us from choices and behaviors that would lead to detrimental outcomes for ourselves and others. If we desire to cultivate positive elements in our lives, we must sow seeds of goodness. Conversely, if we find ourselves surrounded by negativity, it is essential to examine whether we have inadvertently planted seeds that yield undesirable results. Jesus illustrated this principle by likening it to the impossibility of obtaining grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles. He emphasized that good trees produce good fruit, while bad trees yield bad fruit, highlighting the inherent connection between our actions and their consequences. In essence, it is impossible to cultivate positive outcomes from seeds of wickedness. Therefore, understanding the distinction between good and bad fruit is crucial for navigating life's choices and their subsequent repercussions. The concept of, "you reap what you sow," is a familiar spiritual law that has been expressed in various ways, such as, "what goes around, comes around," or "you get out what you put in." However, the essence of the message remains consistent across these different expressions. In the book of Galatians, the Apostle Paul was inspired to convey this principle: "Do not be deceived, God is not mocked, for whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." This sentiment is echoed in the word of one of Job's friends, who observed that those who engage in wrongdoing and create trouble will ultimately face the consequences of their actions. Similarly, through the prophet Hosea, God admonished Israel to sow righteousness in order to reap mercy, emphasizing the correlation between our actions and their outcomes.